Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Not Just a Trend. I am your host, Shiko, and I'm just so excited to be in a new year. It's finally here. Like now I'm like, oh, last year, 2024, which is crazy. I find it weird because low key, that year is one year I don't want to relive again. Okay, part of it. It began well, and then it just went downhill from there. But I think New Year's comes with its own little excitement because it's like it's an idea that we've all put in our heads is like a new year brings new opportunities. It's new. But in reality, we're stepping into the same routines, the same things we're doing, just adding more goals to the year. And um New Year, New Me is a major trend that we all put ourselves in, right? Like I fall victim into it where I'm just like, it's a new year. Let's go do this, like let's try something new. And or like I want to go to the gym is the biggest New Year's resolution. I don't remember the statistics and I should have Googled this before, but I guess it's just coming to my head. But there was a statistics and like someone actually did the research on how many people put that in their goals. And I think it's now gone down to like 5 days in the gym and people quit. But I understand there's just sometimes life happens and we don't have to beat ourselves at all. Like, honestly, it's not that deep. But I find it interesting that as a new year comes, we sit down, we set these goals, we set these resolutions, and we're just like, you know what, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do this. Um, there was a time, not I think like 2, 3 years ago, I stopped doing resolutions and I just called them goals because it just helped my subconscious to be like, we need to get this done. Resolutions is kind of like give me a lot of pressure, honestly, for some weird reason. So, and then what I did I wasn't sitting in it. I kind of just wrote them down and forgot about them. And so, like, halfway through the year, I'm like, oh, wait, let me just check if, like, I open my planner and, like, at the front because normally with planners, you don't start opening from the beginning. You start opening from the day you want to write down your to-do list. And so halfway through the year, I always check the beginning. And it was shocking because I put down goals that I didn't even know that we're going to accomplish. And so it was one of those moments where I was just like, oh, this works. And actually, every year it happens. And it's been great. I'm not going to lie. It's been great. It's been fantastic. Um, and I think with now having a podcast and now putting myself out there like this, it has been a little bit different, more so because I'm just like, all right, now it's pressure because like I actually want to be consistent on this podcast. That's my major goal. And you know what? Y'all keep me accountable on that. And just being able to like put episodes and not overthink is something that I'm trying not to do this year, just doing because um let's be candid moment here. I actually recorded an episode earlier this week and it had video. Don't hate me, but I have really tried to kind of step away from um, overthinking and doubting myself because um, that's something that I don't want to do anymore. Like, it's something that, like, and it's not like where I'm like, new year, new me. It's not that. It's just something that I've been trying to work on. And now this time I'm going to be more intentional about it. And like, for example, one big goal that I have and I've not done in ever actually in my life. I've been a Christian my whole life and I have never sat down and read the Bible in full. So right now I'm doing a plan on the Bible app, which it's so hard. Like, it's good to begin this consistency because I think I did it with my friends for a while, and I'm like, I was actually the only one. And if you are listening to this, unajijua. Anyway, they left me alone, doing it on my own. There was like so much hype. I think we reached like 200 and day 200 and like 50, and then everybody else kind of like bailed out one by one. It was like, it was a nice little group chat. It was great. We're doing great. We're fantastic. And now this time I'm like, I'm gonna do it solo and be more intentional. This year is definitely gonna be a lot of growth spiritually. Um, but I also want to be able to grow like in other aspects too. So I want to be able to grow in my friendships, in my be able to actually go to the gym, be more consistent. So this is my consistency year. And I just challenge you to kind of sit down and say, what is this year going to be like? And just put it in a category where it's like consistency, like for example, consistency or family or friends or work, like whatever goal you want to accomplish. Like, don't make a 20 list. And if it works for you, bet, do it. Like, I'm not over here trying to tell you what to do. Trust me, I really don't. That's up to you. We're all adults. Y'all got your own brain. You got this. You can do it. I have total faith in you. I also want you guys to branch out and do it on your own. So it it's something that like I want us to build together, is something that we can all come together at the end of the year and you comment and be like, well, my goal was actually comment on this episode. What what is your word this year? And this word is a category. We don't have to know your full goals, but like it could be health, and then you know what underneath health is, and you just break it down for yourself. Um, and so that there is something that you're just like, okay, it's more broader and it's not specific to the point that it's something that you can actually accomplish. And I'm hoping that me saying consistency, whether it's being more consistent in the podcast, and then maybe I missed the gym, that's something that I can be like, oh, okay, even though I fell in this area, I am doing well in this other area that's within the category. Um, but trust me, like, not being on social media on New Year's is one of the biggest things I'm excited for, because I don't do like everyone's like Happy New Year. I'm so excited. My New Year's resolutions with all my friends who are influencers. Like, it's like great, perfect. Cringe. Like, ugh. I'm like, good, I want to know, but like, we don't need to tell the whole world. You can keep it to yourself. But that's what I'm saying. Like, comment a word, and the rest of the details is between you and God. Um, and so, like, I kind of broke it down, but there's more to it that I'm not going to share here, right? Um, so that at the end of the year, we come together. Last episode of the year, we were like, hey, so guess what? We did it, you know? Um, but it's it's exciting to start a year always. And happy is not for everybody. Like, whenever you say Happy New Year, a lot of people lost people in 2024. And sometimes it's harder, or you're coming into a new year without somebody who you expected that was going to last. And I know it can be hard. And it's okay to be in your field. Like, allow yourself to feel, honestly. Like, step a moment, just breathe, feel the feels, relax. Like, you made it through the year. Thank God. I thank God you're here. Um, and sometimes mental health has its impact as well, to make it like dang, this year was so rough. Like last year was rough, right? And well, for me personally, I said right as if you guys know my situation. I'm gonna get used to this. Um, and so yeah, so it causes doubt in yourself a little bit that it's like, is this year going to be fruitful for me? Is this year going to be great for me? Because last year was terrible. Or even you might not have been doing great throughout the years. This year could be your breakthrough. So just accept it. Love on yourself more a little bit. Um, when I say like this year is my year to like grow closer to God, like I want to be able to do stuff like for Him. Is that the right word? Like, I want to serve Him unconditionally. Like, when I say that, I mean like really unconditionally. Where if He says jump, I'll jump. And it's more of obedience, right? In Philippians 1:21, Paul says, "For me to live is Christ, and to die is gain." And how I see that and how I've like prayed into that verse is live for Christ, and when we die, that's a gain. That's even a plus because we get to spend more time with Him. And when I say like my Christian journey is good, it's not always smiles. Like I'm crying. I'm like losing my past self so like strongly, especially like every time you're spending time with God, there's a new version of you that God is revealing, because God is trying to like Jesus puts me in a space where He's like sometimes I want to pray, I'm like, God, I want to see myself in your eyes, because sometimes I don't believe that, He's like, why me? Like, why me? I don't get it. It's like you died for me. I'm just a mere human who doesn't deserve it, but He's like, yes, you do. And I'm like, I know I do. But still, like, it's just one of those, it's like, if you actually understand the suffering, the pain that comes with it, it's like, Jesus. I'm excited. Like I'm one of those people, I'm just like, actually I want to reach a point where I'm just like, yeah, if I die today, bet I'm excited. Like now I'm not there yet. We're not there yet. Like where it's like God takes me today, I'll be like, hold on, it's a little bit of fear. But like I want to reach a point where it's like, if I go to heaven, bet. If I die today, bet. Like I'm excited. Um and like for me, like that verse is going to be my verse of the year. It's like for me, to live is Christ and to die is gain. Um, there was another way, like I saw it at first, was like you, the more you live in Christ, the more you die in the flesh. Where it's like when in Christianese, when someone says flesh, it means like worldly stuff, like things that like worldly desires, let's say that, yes. And so like that's what I see as like we get like every single time I live for Christ, I get stripped away from worldly stuff. And I'm excited to do that. Like I'm so excited. Yes, there's going to be moments where I'm just like, why did I say that? Because it's not an easy journey. Like it's not like there's a lot of people who only show the good in Christian, like being a follower of Christ, that we don't show the hardship that comes with it. It's like it's exciting. And like I was watching, there's this person that ended up in my real page, and she was like, I'm done following Christ because I can't stand the trials and tribulations. And I'm like, what? But then again, it's like it can be so tough sometimes. It's like some people said some people don't have joy, And I'm like, I don't understand that. And I'll probably understand that more as I continue. It's like I have so much joy following Christ, and I really am excited for the year that comes with obedience and consistency. Um, yeah, so it's gonna be a fun year. And you know what? 2025 is here. First episode of the year, and I'm really, really excited to just speak on whatever is in my heart and whatever God puts in my heart. Funny story, half the topics that I have for you guys, um, it really does like come to me when I'm driving. Weird. Like there was a time, the first episode was I was driving and oh, the word inadequacy came up, and I'm like, oh, okay, bet, let's go for it. And then well, seeking rest was like my friend told me about it, but it was through a conversation we are having, and I was like, this is what I'm like looking for. Like I want to rest. So now I'm like, consistency was, I was driving, and the episode that I recorded for YouTube was so different. It didn't have much life to it, but I also sat down and I talked and talked and talked. So I'm like, I might use that for another day. But it's kind of weird because it says Happy New Year at the beginning. But it this one came to me and I was like, okay, no, this is the episode I want to release. This is the episode I want people to listen to. Um, it's not always going to be like that. They're going to be hit or misses for me. And it's okay. We're growing, we're learning, we're just yearning for more and more this year. But I really hope that you had a really good New Year's. I really hope you got to spend time with your family during Christmas. I really hope that you got to rest and that you got to um, just experience life without being on your phone because it's hard, honestly. Um, this month, I'm going to challenge myself to actually not be on my phone as much as possible. Only to do one or two things or answer text messages, but actually not live on my phone, um, because it is a trend to kind of, um, and we're not just a trend. So we're not going to follow the trends to be on social media 24/7. Even though I am a social media manager and I have to go digital marketing manager, sorry, and have to go in and just see like what's the algorithm, what's working, what's not, and it's hard. And so my break kind of didn't take a break during Christmas because I just wanted to see who family was up to, just peeped here and there. But now I'm fully back to not being on it. Um, and so yeah, 2025. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I hope you have found your accountability partners to kind of like help you get your goals set, because I know it can be hard sometimes. This episode is a bit shorter, I hope, for you guys so that you guys can just sit down and just like reflect on your last year and just also sit and reflect on what you want this year. And go from there and just enjoy, be excited. And I will see you guys in the next episode. I do appreciate each and every one of you who listens. And I cannot wait to be in your ears again in a couple of days. Have an amazing day.